जननीं सरदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीजतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसुरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Revered Swami Girishanand Ji Maharaj, the chairman of this session, Revered Brahmeshanand Ji Maharaj, dear brother monks seated on the dais, Revered Swami Gautamanand Ji Maharaj, Revered General Secretary Maharaj, Revered senior monks, respected Matajis, dear brother monks and brahmacharis, and the beloved and handpicked children of Sri Ramakrishna in the form of the office bearers and members of the All India Bhav Prachar Parishads. At the outset, we must once recall how important is this Bhav Prachar activity. We are all followers of Sri Ramakrishna. We all love him. We are his children. Swami Vivekananda says in his motto rules, number 13, for this Sangha is his very body, and in this order he is ever present. That is, the Sangha is the Samashti Sharir available with us. And then he writes in the next Mat rule, whoever worship the Sangha, worship the Master. And how can we worship the Master? That also he underlines in rule number 7. Propagation of its ideas keeps the vitality of the order strong. Hence, you should never cease from teaching work. He has exhorted us to the teaching work as one of the greatest form of Thakur Seva. And secondly, I'd like to remind you how fortunate we all are that we have been privileged to be associated with this Bhav Prachar activity. We must not forget that the Prachar is being done by Sri Sri Thakur himself even from before his advent. He went all the way to the Saptarshi Rishi to call him, to make him an instrument of his Prachar. Even afterwards, he has been constantly monitoring and guiding his preaching work. There have been plenty of examples, as has been recounted by the General Secretary Maharaj yesterday, with the instance of Juno Sharse. There was a nickname. So he reminded him that he is monitoring this preaching work. So he has selected us to do his preaching work. Many are called, a few are chosen. So we must feel extra privileged to have this grace in our life. Third point to remember, let us not have any vanity, any pride or ego. If we are not sincere, we do not come up to his expectation, we should remember the warning uttered by Swami Saradanandji Maharaj in the 1926 convention, that if you are not sincere, we will find to our dismay that we are hopelessly rejected, and in our place a new band of workers will come and replace us. So we have a great responsibility, each and every one of us, and that has three dimensions. First, before starting to do teaching work, we must have bhav grahan, bhav arahan, acquisition of bhava. Bhav prachar does not mean giving lectures or sale of books or distribution of literature. We must have this bhava in spirit, in theory and in practice. To have this bhava in spirit, we must enshrine Sri Ramakrishna in our hearts, and if possible, get initiated from the designated gurus of the Ramakrishna order. Though it is not a mandatory requirement, but I feel that when this service is available with us, we must make use of it in order to have this bhava. Secondly, we must have bhava samshuddhi, purification or enrichment of this bhava by trying to live this bhava in our life. The bhava must reflect through our conduct, through our behavior, through our utterances, through our attitude. And thirdly, we must have this bhava prachar, individually as well as collectively. Through our personal life, through our sadhana, through our study, through our selfless services, and then through our mechanism of Bhava Prachar Parishad, collectively, there should be some form of worship or a photo of the Holy Trio, reading of the holy books, and then definitely some sort of selfless services. We are extremely privileged to have seen the 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda enacted in a beautiful way. So those models can be recounted, those models can be transformed in our each and every Bhava center in some way or other and make our life blessed. This is indeed a great tide is going on as Swami Vivekananda's 150th birth anniversary. Let us not end this tide, let us make it a beginning of our life and make our life indeed blessed. Thank you.